I've been sitting here anxiously waiting for spoilers for Zendikar Rising. I believe they should be some tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wanted to discuss where I think the future of Magic the Gathering is going to be, especially when it comes to cardboard, paper Magic, not MTG Arena or anything like that, just specifically paper Magic. And why I've been thinking about it a lot is, I can't remember, a YouTuber, a Magic the Gathering YouTuber specifically, was talking about collectibles in the collectible market. It wasn't Alpha Investments, it was someone else, but they collect comic books. If I find the channel that I want to talk about specifically, I'll throw it in the links in the description. But he was talking about there's a hype that always happens with new sets of anything, new comic books, or they'll be for movies, for example. Let's say Marvel introduces another character into the universe, into their movie universe, whatever first edition or first appearance of that character, those value of those comic books will actually go up. And that's actually interesting because he says it's all hype. What you do is you sell those and then you buy old 60s comic books, original printing, good condition, graded cards, graded comic books. And that's kind of the way I see MTG investing now on, is going to be sell the flashy stuff right away when there's a hype coming towards it, and then invest that money into older, either reserve list cards or just old unlimited beta and alpha cards. So why do I feel like this may be the best way to invest in Magic the Gathering cards? And obviously I'm not saying that's all I think about. I actually play a lot of Magic and I love opening boxes and I draft and everything. But when it comes to that, I think that all of the specialty cards that we have, the extended borders, the showcase, I don't see them as being collectibles in the future. If you ever even look at comic book market in the 90s, they started having like holographic covers, ones where it would change depending on the angle, like 3D covers. And I actually think that Magic the Gathering is going to test the waters of every set. They're doing more collector boosters, and they're going to do the Commander Legends with the new etched foils. Everything that they are doing, it's like they're just spending money on market research. That's what the cards are. It's just market research, and they're seeing what people like and which cards are going to stick. And you know what? If the products keep selling, and if pre-orders keep selling out right away, that's what it's like here for me in Toronto. Every single product that comes out, within like less than a week, all the pre-orders are sold out, and they'll have to restock. And whenever they restock, they'll raise the prices because they saw how high the demand is for it. And if it's sold that well, yeah, let's jack up the price a little bit incrementally. And if that sells out, they do it again. So a lot of it's market research. And to be honest, as much as I do love the new borders, some of the showcase cards, the etched foils, from now on, I think I'm going to try to convert those into either reserve lists or dual lands, because I have never gotten any dual lands. I have plenty, way more than enough fetch lands in decks and in binders, but I think this is actually a good time to invest in older cards. I know like a lot of them are spiking right now, but if they keep printing as much product as they have been recently, people are going to get not only just wallet fatigue, people are just going to realize that a lot of these cards that they're printing there's no real collectible value in it, because they're selling it as a collectible, right? It's a game. First and foremost, Magic the Gathering is a game, and it should really be treated like a game. And when the company that prints the cards essentially start printing money, because that's what they're doing, they're printing money, especially Secret Layers, and that's very heavily into market research, but I can talk about that in another video. When they're just basically printing money, it's the collectible market eventually is going to reject it, like the comic book industry in the 90s, much even like the baseball cards in the 90s as well. The problem is when you print that much stuff and everything's a collectible, eventually nothing is really a collectible. Because just because you say it's a collector booster box, in the future we'll see what the prices have on those, but at the end of the day, it's more about the older cards, graded cards, reserve list cards, beta cards, alpha cards. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I want to know what you think about the future of Magic the Gathering paper. Where do you see it going? Where do you see people's money going? Where do you see the collectors of Magic the Gathering going? And I'll read them, make sure to reply, and I will see you again, of course, in the next video.